Hello there, folks. Cranky Old Cuber here. I've got another unboxing for you. This time it's from the Cubicle, and I think we've just got one thing in here. Yep. So let's get right to it and see what we got. This one's from a while ago, from the middle of July. So, as you know, I haven't been doing unboxings or kind of any videos for a while because we've been doing the Renaissance Fair and we've been dealing with a bunch of family stuff. But I think most things are back on track. I know the Renaissance Fair is over. And so that one is not causing me any issues anymore. And I think I'm going to plan better for next year, and it should be fine. So let's get into this thing and see what we got. All right. Oh, yes, that's what this is. So, yeah, MoYu, a while back, came out with a GTS3M. And so Cranky Dave got one before I did. And so I have looked at it, but haven't really messed with it for much. So we're going to see what this is all about. And of course, it comes in a nice MoYu box, and it is magnetized at the factory. That's a nice box. Now, this one might be double plastic, which might make it doubly good. Get this guy open. There it is. It's like opening Christmas presents. Some people like to just rip them open, and other people like me like to be a little more, let's say, organized about the process. I don't know why. Yeah, it's just a quirk we'll never know. All right. So, like its predecessor, it's got a magnetic box. That's pretty cool. See? Yeah. All right. Yeah. What do we got? Oh, it comes in a box. It's a box in a box. Okay, this gets more Christmas-like every moment. Okay, so this is a box of accessories, and the way you know this is because it says accessories box. So we'll get into that in a second. And this is the cube itself. And, all right, so we'll set this nice box. And I'll just put it up there for now. Okay. Well, let's do the accessories first. I'm just going to put off the whole first turns thing as long as I can. Keep you in suspense. Even though there's probably 11,000 other videos about this cube out there already, because I am late. Okay, so we got some cards with some, MoYu people, and still don't know who any of them are because I don't pay attention to anything. But that's okay. And it's got a pamphlet. Looks like the standard MoYu 3x3 looking pamphlet. Yep, I've seen this one before. Yeah, nice. And then we have some additional things in here. They're blue plastic, and I've never quite figured out what. Oh, interesting. I see. This is describing the cube box, so it's got a nice display box that you can do. We'll set that up in a minute, and I'll show you how that works. Put that over here. We have an adjustment. We have an adjustment tool. This is like the one that MoYu gives. Like, you can just buy this one, I think. And then I have suspicion that this has to do with the springs and tensioning it. So we'll have to look at that. And I'm just going to go ahead and admit right now, I have so many of these things and I have no idea what they are. Let's get them up here. Like these guys. I don't know what you're supposed to do with these. So, but I have a bunch of them. If anybody knows, let me know down in the comments because I'm actually curious. And then we have some extra magnets. And I bet these are 4x1.5 and 35s or in 50s. That's just a guess. I'm pretty sure they're 4x1.5, so because they do not look chunky enough to be 4x2s. So that's the accessories box. Let's get the cube out. Here we go. That's a nice little box. It's kind of cool. Okay, so the way this works is you take this and you do this. Do you do this or do you do this? There you go. All right, we do that. We get that. All right, hang on. This is so bad. It's not super well put together, just so you know. It's like bad Lego. Then you can do that. And now, wait. You got to display it with the logo, right? And now you got a little display case for your MoYu cube, right? This does not go on there the way. So they think you're going to put this case down over that, and guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to put the case down over that. Oh, but you can also stack oh, wait. This is what you do. There. Now you can do it that way. All right. So this is all silly. How about the cube? What do you think about the cube, Cranky old cuber? Yeah, it's a good question. All right. So you ready? We're going to do these first turns because you got to do first turns. All right, here we go. This is the absolute first turn I've done on, let's be very precise, this MoYu WeiLong GTS3M. So here we go. Feels very dry. It really does. Like that's, I don't know, scratchy, sandy. Listen to this. Here, I'll bring it up here. Hear that? Yeah, it's kind of scratchy. The magnets have a significant bump. And you've probably already seen all about this, but I am a little surprised because I had forgotten, but there's ridges. So you know the X-Men Galaxy sculpted Megaminx, right? And how it's got ridges. Well, they're pretty pronounced. These are a little more subtle. As a matter of fact, they're a little more subtle than I remembered from turning Dave's GTS3M. So I'm not sure. They don't bother me much or at all. Like they're just kind of there. They're really subtle. You can see them, right? But they're subtle. They don't protrude the way I expected them to. So yeah, I think the tension is okay. Well, I don't know. I might loosen it. Let's see how we do here. Yeah. Corner cutting is like, I think it's tight enough that's pretty tight for me, actually. I probably would loosen that up, but I might lube it first and see. So let's do some bad T-perms on it. Actually, those are okay T-perms. My T-perm has gotten better. I think it has to get better because it's what I do all the time. Oops. Oh no, there we go. Sometimes I get lost in the middle of it, but it's the one that I don't get lost in the middle of the most. So if that makes any sense, because I still get lost in the middle of a Y-perm if I'm thinking about how I'm doing it, but a T-perm I can generally do. This is pretty nice. This is going to want a full review because this needs to get reviewed against my Cranky MF3 RS2M and my GTS2M that I really, really liked, but not as much. I don't like it as much as I like my MF3 RS2M, but almost. Like it's almost as good. This feels pretty good. It's got a different feel than I am used to from the MoYu cubes, and most of it is it's just really like dry. I don't see any lube. Like I don't feel like they lubed that at all, which actually says a lot about this cube, right? Because it's not lubed at all, and yet it's just scratchy, and it's easy to turn. Yeah. Do a Y-perm real quick, because that one also is another one. Yeah, this is pretty nice. All right. Well, let's see if we can take it apart. Let's take a look at these. Actually, okay, so. All right. I am not going to try to do this justice because J Perm did a great job in his video explaining how these springs and screws and the tensioner works. And you should definitely go watch that. I will link it in the description because it's definitely well worth watching. He has a really good explanation of why the tensioners work better than just screws and springs. And so the tool, I'm guessing, is somehow... Wait, is it this guy? Yeah, okay. So this guy here is what's going to let you turn stuff. And I'm not sure what this thing is for, but there's probably instructions. Or I could just go watch J-Perm's video, which will show you how to do it. So that's and they all have it, pretty sure. Yeah, so they all have the tensioner right there. Okay. And what else? Let's see, let's put the logo facing on correctly. See if I can get a piece out. I bet I can't though, because this is really tight. Okay, well, I'll save that for the full review. In any case, this is really promising. I will probably do a bunch of solves on it. I might actually, I've got a comp coming up, although it doesn't have regular 3x3 if I recall correctly. I think it only has one-handed, which I'm just going to suck at, and that's okay. The thing is, all right, soapbox time for just a minute. The thing is, go to a comp, even if you're terrible, even if you're not going to make the time limit, let alone the cutoff, right? Like, I struggled to make the time limit on 7x7 for a long time, and then I finally did at Snowco. So go to comps, because comps are not about competing. Interestingly, comps are about the community and hanging out with other cubers. And I highly recommend it. And I will actually be at Puget Sound, I think it's fall 2018 in Tacoma, coming up in a couple of weeks. So if you're going to be there, like, come say hi. All right, so I guess that's kind of it for this unboxing, right? It's a nice cube. I like it. There's not much else I can do right now. I'm going to have to loosen it and stuff to get pieces out, and I think I'm just going to do a full review on it, and I'll show you how it's put together and how they magnetized it and what the pieces are like. And the only thing I can see for sure is the corner stocks on the corners looks like primary plastic. I think, no, it's not white. It's definitely primary as far as I can tell, but we'll pull those out and look at them in a review. It's a nice cube. I like it. I don't know if it'll supplant my MF3 RS2M because I love that cube. It feels like butter in my hands, and I've gotten my best solves on it, but it might. It's got a nice feel to it. The fact that it has no lube in it and it still feels this good is kind of amazing. And, you know, the ridges actually are pretty nice. I did not expect it with the Galaxy, and I was surprised with this one too, that I actually kind of like the ridges. Like, it's a little bit of extra grip. So pretty nice. I guess that's it. And thank you for watching. If you would like to be notified in the future of my videos when I upload them, you should definitely subscribe and click the little bell, because if you don't click the bell, you don't get notified for, you know, everything. And so I've had to go click the bell on all the channels that I want to make sure I know when they upload. So you can go do that. If you have any comments or questions, throw them down in the comments, and I do my best to answer every comment in some way or another. And I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you at the next video. Cheers.